given that this is our first practice, we had a look around different websites and different developers and builders, and we quite liked the OPTIMA's designs. They had quite a lot of good projects that they've done, a wide variety from general dental all the way to specialist dental. But I guess what really attracted us the most is when we spoke to Ronnie and his team, even before we engaged them, they were willing to come out, sit down with us, discuss the project to see if it's feasible, and not just focus on trying to get the project started straight away. They were giving us their inputs and their thoughts on the location, about what can happen, how to design things, all before we even engaged them. Absolutely, you can tell that these guys have done this many times. I was working full-time throughout the entire project, and they would call us or ring us at appropriate times, either lunchtime or even after hours. They always made themselves available, and we didn't actually have to take any time off work. We still kept up with our full-time practice, and they did everything behind the scenes, and they sought our advice if there's anything that needed urgent attention, but most of the times they actually handled everything very professionally. Well, OPTIMA was very professional, they are very reliable, but most importantly, they are also very approachable. When we first started, we had Ronnie and his team come out to our proposed location. They decided to do their own analysis as well, to give us their thoughts on the location, whether this was going to be feasible, and they were very helpful with all their comments, with all their thoughts. You can tell that they've done this many times. Then once everything was all set in stone in terms of the lease, we decided their design team was very professional as well. They've designed different kinds of practices, again, from specialist practices to general dental. So they had their different ideas on how to do things. And given that we're a specialist practice, their input was very valuable in that. And they were happy to work with us to provide a design that was suitable for our needs. And finally, Damien and his team, when we went into the build phase, they were very professional. He was always in contact with us when he needed our attention. Other than that, he was happy to handle all the little things so that we could continue with our full-time practice. And at the end of the day, they delivered everything in a superb way. I would say as a specialist practice, space is always a luxury and something that we want. The nature of our procedures are generally longer, so having a bigger room where you can fit all our specialized equipment is definitely helpful. It's also nice to have a surgery with large windows where we get a lot of sunlight, and it makes the patient feel less stressful, and it gives them a more calm environment. Well, with any build project, nothing goes 100% to plan. But I would say with OPTIMA, they found solutions well before the problems even cropped up, for me at least. And they would always present with multiple options and well thought of solutions. And they didn't waste any time when things don't go to plan, they don't waste any time trying to figure things out. They always have a solution ready on hand. And really, at the end of the day, they were excellent in terms of providing us different options and telling us how it's going to work. And it seems like everything will run smoothly, and they have everything under control. Well, dentistry has always been thought of as a very scary environment. People are always, we get that every day when patients come in to tell us that, I'm really scared of the dentist. I can count that more times than not when someone is actually confident and happy to come to a dentist. Well, I guess part of the situation is the nature of our work is very intrusive and invasive. So I can understand that we are invading people's personal space, but that doesn't mean we can't do anything to make their lives easier or just to make the whole experience better. So I guess building a surgery where we have bright colors, big windows, a calm environment, and OPTIMA has really helped us achieve that. To create a waiting room that's unlike a standard surgery, rooms with big windows, as well as everything comes into play, such as the color scheme, the way they have advised on how to design certain things, where to put the lighting. All the little things makes a big difference. So I believe, they are trying to change the public perception of dentistry.